Alright, so Project S4 on the way. Well, I have some interesting issues with this vehicle. I now have the radio in. It is wired up properly and hopefully correctly. I matched all the wiring, put it all back to stock. Just went in here, there was all these lines cut. There was even a jumper here on the headlight switch for whatever reason. Previously there was an Escort sort of radar detected system, and this disgusting Pioneer radio. This is just some of the wiring, and this thing is full, by the way, and I threw out a ton of more wiring to this vehicle. So the radio is functioning on the steering wheel, volume up, volume down. It is also seeking properly, that the antenna is hooked up. Everything seems to be okay. However, there is no Bose amp in the trunk, so that could be the culprit too, that the speakers are not working. However, with the previous disgusting radio, the aftermarket one, it was working. Some say maybe that has power enough to do these Bose speakers. I don't know. You know, you read a lot of stuff. No one ever seems to solve problems on these forums, so it's just a lot to read and try to go over videos, this, that. I pulled the seat because I wanted to do this, get this guy out and see what's going here. So this has to do with also the windows, the door locks, all that good stuff, the keys, and figured, you know what, let's take a look. There possibly could be water down there, you never know. Now over here on the right hand side, a little hard to see, it does have some corrosion on the last one, and it looks like another one there in the middle. So I'm going to take a little sandpaper, do what I can. Did I see any water or signs of it? Nah, not really, but then again, who knows, it's an old car. This is for the seat. Pretty interesting. Was decent to get out. This last one, or the first one, was very difficult to take off. It was quite weird. You could actually push it down and then come out. It's just very odd, I would say. This is out because it's out. Also, my automatic headlights, xenons always come on no matter what. Can't figure that out. Now, the doors, when you open them, those lights will go on for 2 seconds and then they will just shut down. Sometimes they actually just blink. Makes no sense. The mirror, it's not working with the auto dimming. When you press it, it doesn't light up. There's nothing there. I thought it has a compass in it, but for whatever reason, I don't know if it is. Maybe it does. I know they come with them. Can't really tell. On my S6, you could clearly tell where the compass is, but maybe on this one you cannot. You know, I can't remember on the sedan. I don't know, but whatever. So that control unit, it's a little pain to just kind of move the carpet. Plus, it goes in that box there underneath. That was fun to take out too. Nothing's easy in life, but check this out. It's amazing how much deeper that these floors are. This is probably it, and this is just all raised up. So that's where I'm at today. I'm gonna put this all back, vacuumed in here nicely, and also I had to change the light to LED in the back. And seriously, the only way you could really do it is by lifting up the seat or practically taking it out. I took it out just to get room in here and so I could get to this box, but the other one, I just pushed it forward. In other words, but I did unbolt it, is what I'm trying to say, to put a LED light in there to modernize it. But that's where I'm at today. I'm going to put everything back because it's a 50-degree day. Hopefully this might solve it. I don't know. I read that somebody had done it. They cleaned everything, they went over everything, they put it back in, they unplugged it, they plugged it back in, and it did solve the kind of weird issues they were having. However, then it went back to normal. My windows work, all that stuff works, so I don't know. It's a very bizarre car. Alright, so, you know, I'm watching all these videos and trying to figure out the control module here, and the only way to do it is you have to see what's really in here, because yeah, I was like, you know what, let me clean these terminals here. But you know what, just because I clean the terminals doesn't mean that the inside isn't messed up. So what you got to do, unfortunately, is you got to stick a screwdriver and you just got to pry them. I got one left to do, but I can't do it with the camera in my hand. But really, see it? This is it. All right, Audi Comfort Control Module. Yes, a lot of fun, especially in cabrios. Okay, so they all show you, oh yeah. Then there was another guy that didn't show you how we got it the hell out. So unfortunately, you got to work it. You got to break these little tabs. You have no choice. Go all the way around, and then it's still on, even though when you break these little tabs, stuff's gonna happen. Whatever. So originally, I started cleaning these two. That was the only corrosion that I saw. And then I'm like, you know what? Don't be stupid. Don't put it back in. I don't think that's it. Sure enough. Okay, this side looks pretty good. Look down here. Lots of corrosion, but that's nothing. Yeah. Not good. Now here's the other issue. All right, let's say I don't even know how this car is working. How about that? Because most of my stuff is working. Here's the deal. If I buy one of these off eBay, isn't it going to be just the same unless you were to purchase this new? I don't even know if you can purchase this new. I have to do some research on it. Wow, look inside there. The lighting sucks, but it's all white and corroded in there. So yeah, this may solve a lot of my silly problems. Now let me take that back. Looks like these things aren't that much money. $200. Manufacturer warranty. It's got 12 months. This looks like it's from VW. You'd have to be crazy then to go to eBay and purchase this. Yeah, and I saw a ton of them on there before, you know, of course. But yeah, no reason to do that. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to replace this thing. All right, so I wanted to follow up on the CCM, and I just wanted to tell you what ultimately happened. So I had to end up paying more because all these that you see here online, come on, Ninja, really? Is these ones for like $200? They don't exist, unfortunately, if you're going to find them at Volkswagen. They're mostly Volkswagen stores. So what it's doing is it's pulling the feed from their database. And you know what's funny? A lot of them seem to have disappeared because I was like, yo, I ended up speaking to a few of them and trying to put the VIN in, and then it won't work. I thought I could get off easy. So I ended up paying $617 shipped, okay? So here's the old one still. And you know what? I was even thinking about cleaning this thing up and maybe trying to utilize it, or, I don't know, resell it. Hey, people could fix anything. It's probably not that bad. So here's the funny part. The funny part about it is, so I put the new one in, and the VAGCOM is working a little bit more. I got the computer over there for the VAGCOM old school. And it seemed to fix my problem with the map lights on the car. But for whatever reason now, my, do not work. My footwell lights aren't working. And I find this very weird. Some of the things when I had a chance, I don't know, I just haven't had enough time. I'm still supposed to code the VAG to make it like with the keys working and everything, and maybe put the VIN in there somewhere. I got to figure that part out. I haven't done any of that. But I was just like, well, you know, certain things are working, certain things still aren't working. My headlights, I believe it's probably the mirror. The mirror is not working. So supposedly, if your dimming mirror isn't working, then your headlights are always going to stay on, supposedly. Or, you know, only when I start up the car. So there's no like auto lights because the sensor is within the mirror. But what I say to you is this, look, don't try to buy one of these guys. I put it in another box, a liquid moly box anyway, because if I ship this thing out to somebody, if they want to buy it for parts, or it is functioning, it's kind of very bizarre. But for a new one, they're around $600. Okay, Henderson, I think that's where I got mine from. Yeah, I believe that is. Yeah, Henderson. Maybe they still have another one left, or they didn't take it out of the system. But I was noticing that that is the price for these things. I'll let you know, but I just kind of wanted to, if anybody's having these weird issues, this is kind of the route that you need to go in order to do it. And I thought I was going to get off easy at $200, but that was not the case, right, boy? Yeah, you're a good boy.